Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is currently dropping quite strongly, as you can see just now. So there are a few things that we now need to talk about. So we had here a couple of scenarios on the chart that I made you aware of, and so you should actually know what's happening now, or which scenario becomes now live. So from an Elliott Wave point of view, we moved up here. And this is the bullish wave count. There is a bearish wave count. I showed you that in the last couple of videos quite a few times. In this scenario here, we moved up in a wave 1. We came down in a wave 2. We moved up, or we are moving up in a wave 3 here in purple. In the wave 3, there are obviously subwaves. Here a wave 1, a wave 2 down. The wave 3 should have come now. Didn't come. Yeah, Bitcoin did not manage to get above this 21.3 to 21.7k level. Now, what is now going on here? So in the previous video we talked about that this I gave you here this ABC correction, as possible wave count in a wave 2 here, based on the assumption that this wave 1 in purple was complete, this wave 2 in purple was complete, the wave 3 in purple currently ongoing, and that we just have another 1-2 setup. Now, it looked like it was complete, or it could have been complete, but again, I told you there are 2 key levels we need to get above. First important level is this one here that we didn't even reach. So from that point of view, it was in no way confirmed that the wave C had completed. We have now to say that we could still be in this scenario, and I gave you the next support level for this, and we can just have a look here, have a look at these Fibonacci retracement levels, and I gave you as next support level, should we lose the 61.8, I gave you here the area around the wave 2 low, so close to the 78.6% Fib level. This one is here at around 20.2k, and we did pretty much reach that already. So this is the next support level. From here now the price has the next chance to turn around, but I think I said to you in the previous video, should we now go below the 61.8% Fib level, which we have done now, in my opinion, what will get more likely then is not this scenario anymore, which means that the other scenario gets more likely, in which we have completed the wave 1 in purple, then we came down in, let me show you, in a wave A, we're moving up in a wave B, complete, and the wave C is unfolding probably now. And this is what we can now make work better based on the wave count. And I always try to show you the scenario that adheres best to the Elliott Wave principles. In my opinion, it is now this one. And we can also make that work from a wave count point of view. So what I'm gonna do now, I have to take, let me just think, because I want to make it work here now. I have to take this count out, of course. That wave 1 never started, all of this never started. So that means the wave 2 here is also not finished. It will be here. This didn't look like that. And this was continues to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all fine, and that we can make work very well. That means what we've done here is we've come down in a large wave A. We have moved up in a wave B. And we are now moving down in a wave C. Now, if you're thinking about why is there a 5-wave move, well, that is purely because this wave B again consists of an A, B, C. So within this, just to show you that, within the wave B, you have a wave A, which is a 5-wave move, a wave B down, and a wave C to the upside. Okay, so this is then what we would expect now as next likely option, and we can revisit again those Fibonacci retracement levels and the yellow target area just to double check if the yellow target area is still likely. So in this scenario, what would now be likely? It would be this area here, starting at the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, which is here around 19.6k. Yeah, this is certainly realistic. Another very likely option would be the 19.1k level, the 61.8% FIB level, and maybe even the 18.4k level. And I also have to tell you very clearly, should we go really significantly below that 18.4k level, I think then we have to just go with a bearish wave count, because Bitcoin is struggling. Yeah, absolutely, it is struggling. We can certainly count this as impulse here still as a wave one, but then based on this we have to say, you know, we've really only, based on this wave count, seen a wave one here so far. This here is a wave two, and the wave three has never started yet. So while there is, of course, in this scenario still a chance to break out, we are still very early. This move down now has basically thrown us back a wave count, yeah, or we have to go to the higher level wave count, which means the next wave that looked like it had started already just never started. And this just gives you the orientation now where we are on the chart. That means we have a first impulse up, but it is just still in the wave two currently. And again, I told you all the time that unless we go above the 23.3k level, there is still significant downside potential. So this is a scenario I had on the chart already. But again, I also have to say to you again and remind you what I said before, there is still significant downside potential until we break above that level. And it could very well be, and that is what we don't know at the moment, because we have really seen only a wave one and maybe a wave two here. This could all still be a corrective wave, as I showed you now in other videos already. And I've mentioned that here throughout. Let me just try to find that other chart here again. Here, yeah, only yesterday I believe I showed you that that in the bearish wave count we've come down here in a wave 3 on the 18th of June. We're now moving up here in a wave 4. We already have a 3-wave move complete, and we could now start the impulse down. This is the bearish move, and in my opinion this will get much more likely, this bearish move, if we move below that yellow target area here. So between 18.4k, which doesn't mean it couldn't still reverse below it, yeah, but if it really goes lower, it will just get less likely. So this is the highest likelihood of a turnaround for this current wave 2. And if we don't turn around in this yellow area, then we're probably gonna see lower lows for Bitcoin. Yeah, so this is where we currently are, and we just have to see how this is going to develop. If we are in an uptrend, yeah, just to continue to repeat that, if we are in an uptrend, we are still very early. And if we're not in an uptrend, then we are probably gonna see a lower low. Yeah, and this is just a corrective wave up. And again, until we break above this key resistance area that I've had now on the chart for probably a couple of weeks or so, there is just still downside risk here, or significant downside risk. So where does that leave us? Well, for now, we can assume that we will turn around in this yellow area. But again, it is uncertain, because we are still only in the very early stages here of a possible uptrend. And Bitcoin is struggling here. Absolutely, it is struggling here. Wave 1 up, absolutely fine. 2 down, fine as well. That here, or sorry, wave A down, fine. Wave B up, fine as well. But we couldn't go through here. Yeah, so not even through that resistance area Bitcoin could break. Now I'm remaining of my view. I expect a rally, but as I said to you, I can't tell you if that rally will happen now or if that rally will happen after another lower low, because we are just in this possible turnaround space. You know, we are in this turnaround space and there is still a lot of uncertainty. For now, we are following this scenario here, a 1, a 2, because this is for me the next likely scenario. Yeah, it has not been invalidated yet, and we need to see how we are going to do in this yellow target area. And maybe to complete this here, this wave count in the wave C, where are we currently with that? So we have, in my opinion, completed down here a wave 1. This is a 5-wave move. We then moved up in a wave 2. we now wait for the wave 3, in my opinion. Yeah, then there will be a wave 4 and a wave 5 to the downside. So I think this year also how strongly it is coming down looks, smells and tastes like a wave 3 in this wave C. Okay, so this is where we are. And from a short-term point of view, one scenario, well, it hasn't been the first scenario I showed you, it hasn't been invalidated, but it just gets less likely, which is why I've now taken it out. So we're focusing on this one now. And what you just need to understand on the lower levels, yeah, I mean, we're really doing here lower level wave counting, nearly micro counting, yeah. This is just always very fragile. These scenarios move around very often, yeah, because there are just so many possibilities. The higher you go on the wave, the higher you go on the time frame, the less often these will get changed. So for example, I've never changed my main scenario, yeah, so from November until today I have never changed my scenario, the higher level one. The lower level ones, yeah, they change, they transform, of course, as any TA changes and as we always have to adjust to the latest price developments and adjust our strategies. Okay, that is my view about Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.